the three main characters and a lot of the supporting characters were actual people who lived at that time in Lethbridge and in some of the other locales where the story takes place.
Former journalist and current author Terry McConnell wrote the book called Lethbridge, A Tale of Love in a Time of War.
The story is driven by actual events, things that happen, not just major events like the battle at Vimy Ridge, which is a central part of the story, but actually even the things that happened to the three characters themselves happened in real life. I built a fictional story around historical events.
McConnell conducted extensive research for the book as he hunkered down in Crystal Beach, Ontario, to get to work.
I was there for 7 weeks, and that's where I got down into the nitty gritty of researching the book. And I spent a lot of time at that. Like, I didn't even start writing for probably a year after that. Ancestry CA was a surprisingly helpful resource. I gave them a nice little shout out in the acknowledgments of the book because I found out a lot of stuff that I didn't know otherwise. I also spoke to a military historian in Winnipeg, whose special area of interest is the Canadian Expeditionary Force that served in World War I.
The novel is currently in the process of being created into an audiobook as well.
I won't be doing the narrative. We're hiring a guy to do that. He has all the accents. He does a great East End London accent. He does a great Scottish accent. He didn't know how to do a New England accent. So I told him, I says, do Jack Kennedy. And so he did, and he got pretty close. It was pretty good.
You might recognize the high-level bridge in Lethbridge behind me, which is also featured on the cover of the book. McConnell says there's a potential for a future sequel to the novel down the line, but nothing's been set in stone quite yet. For Bridge City News, I'm Micah Quinn.